Hello everyone, welcome back to my HTML basic series. In my previous video, we learned how to create our very first HTML file using Notepad, write our first HTML code and save it with .html extension. If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend watching it before this video continues from there. I have provided a link to that video in the description below. You can also check out my complete HTML basic playlist for learning step by step. Now that we have our HTML file ready, the next step is to open it in a web browser and see our web page. Today, I will demonstrate this using Google Chrome because that is the browser I have installed on my system. The process is almost the same in other browsers like Microsoft Edge, Firefox, Brave, and Opera. So you can follow the same steps with whichever browsers you have or use. So we'll be seeing method 1. So double click the HTML file. The easiest way to open an HTML file is by simply double clicking on it. Okay, we'll open the file folder. This is the HTML file and now I'll double click on this. So this is one of the easiest way to open. So first locate your HTML file. Okay. So we have our HTML file here in this folder. I've created in this folder. It is called index.html. So when I double click on this file, it automatically opens in my default browser. So my default browser here is Microsoft Edge. So once I double clicked on that file, it opened in Microsoft Edge. So that is my default browser. So here you can see my HTML web page running successfully. Now we will see method 2. Okay. Sometimes we want to open our HTML file in a specific browser, right? So what you can do is you can go to the folder. So HTML series is the folder where we are storing all our HTML files. So select the file and right click on your HTML file. Now we can see an option called open with. So when you uh, hover on open with, you will find different options like Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Notepad, right? So if you have Firefox or any other browsers, that will be listed here. Right now I have only Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome in my system. So you can only see those two options. If you have multiple other browsers in your system, all will be listed here. So we have already seen uh, how the file opens in Microsoft Edge. So I will select Google Chrome. And now you can see on Google Chrome, it is launched. Okay. So this is how you select preferred browser and your HTML file will open in that browser. So this is method 2. Now we'll see method 3. So method 3 is drag and drop into browser. Another simple method is dragging and dropping the HTML file. So for that we first have to open the browser. So right now I am on Chrome browser. I'll open this tab, new tab, and I'll select the file. You can minimize this. Now drag and drop your HTML file and drop it inside the browser window. So this is our HTML file. I'll drag this and I'll drop it here. So the browser will immediately load your web page. So this is another method. So we'll go to the next method. So open through browser menu. Okay. You can also open an HTML file directly from the browser. So open your browser and press Control plus O. Okay. This is on Windows, so it will change for Mac. So this will open the file selection window. So choose your HTML file and click open. So where is our HTML file? It's in our desktop under HTML series folder. So we have to select this and click on open. So your web page will now load in the browser. Okay, this is method 4. So we'll go to the next method using address bar. So this is also advanced or beginner method. So another way is to copy the location of your HTML file. For example, I'll go to my HTML folder. This is my HTML file. So we have to copy the location, right? Right click. First we have to select which file you want to open. So once you've selected, right click, and you can see here copy as path. This is one of the option. So click on copy as path and go to the browser that you want to launch. You have to paste the path here. So whatever will be copied, that we have to paste it here. So once you paste it here, make sure you remove the quotation mark on both the end and then click on enter. So the browser will open the HTML file. So this is method 5. So method 6 is we have to set default browser for HTML files. I'll show you how to do that. So this is our HTML file. So right now when I open, so it is taking Microsoft Edge as my default browser. So if you don't want that, you can go right click here. So we can see an option called open with. So come down and there's another option called choose another app. So here you will find all the options. So right now I have only Google Chrome. So if you have Firefox or any other browsers in your system, that will be listed here. You can click on that and you can choose. So I'll just to show you guys, I'll choose Google Chrome and give just once. If you want always that you are expecting your file to open in Google Chrome, you can give always. Just to demonstrate, I'll be selecting just once. So now it's opened in my Chrome browser. So these are some simple ways to open your HTML file in a browser. Remember, I demonstrated everything using Google Chrome, but the same process can be followed in other browsers like Edge, Firefox, or Opera. In the upcoming videos, we will continue learning HTML step by step and start building more interesting web pages. So don't forget to check the HTML basic playlist or link in the description where you can follow this complete beginner friendly series. And also, if you found this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join me in the next HTML tutorial. Thank you.